Everyone, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis.
Hey folks, happy Monday. I'm Curtis Dvorak, and another NFL season is in the history books because last night's game, the Super Bowl, is the final game of the year, and the Eagles beat the Patriots, to everyone's surprise, 41-33. Here's a look at Philadelphia from the sky above as Eagles fans took to the streets to celebrate their team's first ever big game victory, which, that's great. Pack the streets, high five, hug, but some of the most rowdy fans came out to celebrate as well, as happens with every championship, and I don't get this. A group of fans came crashing down when they collapsed an awning at the Ritz-Carlton. No serious injuries have been reported from that incident. Elsewhere in the city, fans were caught on camera burning Patriot quarterback Tom Brady's jersey. I don't get that either. Also, although most fans remained peaceful across the city, people could be seen climbing on top of light poles and vehicles. Some fans even toppled traffic lights in their celebration. No word yet on exactly how much damage was caused, and police have yet to announce if any arrests were made. I saw a couple police celebrating with the fans, but yeah, I've never understood that. I understand that. I don't understand the climbing on the street lights and the poles and flipping cars and
the destruction of property.
Yeah.
Like, don't go destroy somebody else's, hard-earned livelihood because you're excited about the Eagles. But I mean, it was exciting to watch the game. It was an exciting game, and it's super exciting for Eagles fans, obviously, because they've never been in this position before.
Sure, yeah, that's their first Super Bowl.
How fun, but
I mean, what the awning at the Ritz-Carlton, like one guy got up there, jumped off, and then others were like, I'm going to do that. And then at one point there was like 20 people, as you saw in that video.
Okay. They're so lucky.
It slowly collapsed. But this was funny. Hardee's, their Twitter account, tweeted out, "We're excited to serve," this is last night, about an hour after the game, "We're excited to serve everyone biscuits tomorrow morning at our Philadelphia location. But in order to do that, it needs to not be burned down, please."
Yes, please, please. I'm a small business owner. I own a Hardee's. Please don't destroy it. That's how I feed my family, and the employees have paychecks.
I'm hoping that Jacksonville, our fans, as we've watched this, I really don't think our fans would be starting fires and flipping cars.
I didn't see any car flips there, though.
There's a couple.
Oh,
There's a couple. I don't get that. We won the Super Bowl. Let's flip this car. Like, I don't see how.
New York City, by the way, was getting in on the action. They were excited, so they celebrated along with the city of brotherly love on Sunday night. The Empire State Building, as you can see there, the iconic New York skyscraper, lit green after the big Super Bowl victory. So
that's big. That's in New York City, Giants, Giants territory, to light that thing up green. That's tip of the cap to Empire State Building for celebrating that. I'm sure Giants fans weren't too happy.
Yeah, well, some were celebrating, in New York City, their Empire State Building. Whoever has the switch, they were celebrating. Others were not so much. There was a little bit of a different reaction, obviously, to say the least, from those who are on the Patriots side of things. They're obviously disappointed with the outcome of the game. This is just one gentleman's take on his disappointment. Take a listen.
I feel regret. I thought we had this. I thought we could overcome the deficit at halftime. I'm heartbroken, bro. It's not we should have won this.
Actually, very difficult to understand him, but you can imagine. He was just not pleased. They thought they had it in the bag, and not so much.
He was kind of in the bag. He was a little bit in the bag himself, it looked like there. He couldn't quite find his thoughts. But yeah, I don't think anybody's feeling sorry for the Patriots fans out there.
I think there were some people that wanted to see Brady, if he won, was he going to retire, that sort of thing. It's just, how many times has he been in the Super Bowl? 10? 10 times?
8 times Super Bowl. Patriots been there 10 times. And
okay, Patriots have been there 10 times.
But Tom's been there
8 times.
He's been there 8, and he threw for 505 yards, so he still can do it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
He did look he looked a little 40 on a couple of the scrambling plays where he tried to get out of the pocket and just could not get away. Anyway, hey, look, it's fun. It was fun seeing that. I expected all the way down to the end, even that last pass, I expected the Patriots to catch it and win the game.
Just something right at the end, because I forget the statistic, but they were looking at how many times the Patriots with Brady as QB have come back from behind to win.
Just in the playoffs, he has 11.
In the playoffs.
Just in the playoffs alone, he has 11 comebacks.
That goes to show that, you can handle the pressure. So that's why people were waiting. Okay, he's going to get the ball, and you could see it on some of the Eagles' faces. The players, they're like, oh, here we go. What's going to happen in this last 2 minutes and 30 seconds? So that was exciting. A lot of people said, hey, great game, no matter what. But there was the halftime performance with Justin Timberlake, and some people were saying, It was good. You saw some really positive responses on Twitter, and then you saw some that were not so good. I did not get a chance to see it, but you did.
I watched it. It started out, and there I thought that was in sync. At first, I thought he came out of underneath the stage, and that was a Prince tribute where they dropped a banner, and then they, CG. Him up in the stands was cool. There's a little kid that got a selfie with him that was interviewed on the Today Show this morning. But the purple, outside the stadium, making the whole city purple, the CG kind of effect there.
But that's where the controversy came in, though, right?
Yeah, that's all fake.
Controversy is fake.
No, the controversy, I meant turning the city purple outside it, making it look like all those lights turn purple. That's actually...
No, I'm saying the Prince tribute. That's where the controversy came in.
It was kind of like he's from Minneapolis. You knew it was coming, but it just seemed kind of like we have to honor Prince, and so here Prince is singing on a track, and I don't know. The whole halftime I was waiting for that surprise guest or wow
Janet
or
Jackson, right?
yeah.
That people thought she was going to come.
He sang some of the same songs he sang with Janet. That was 10 plus years ago or whatever.
Right.
So it's kind of like
some people really like that though because they like his old songs because they know the words and they can sing along with it.
Yeah, it was clear. I told somebody, I said it just didn't wow me. It didn't surprise me. It was just it was clear that the NFL was like, after saying he would never work in the NFL again after that controversy, it was clear the NFL was like, you're going to be PG as PG gets, and it's going to be as vanilla
with all the
as
controversy
it
that
gets.
we've seen this year, it's like we don't want. But what I have read online about the Prince tribute was that people who knew Prince said that he wouldn't have liked that. I think that there was some kind of controversy between the two of them, right? Between Justin Timberlake and Prince, and Justin Timberlake had said some things at one point in time that Prince didn't receive so well, and I guess Prince didn't. This is what I read. It's all on the internet, I don't know if this is really accurate.
A whole bunch of people speaking for somebody else.
Right, and said, hey, he didn't get a way in, obviously, because Prince passed away,
right.
So, they don't think that he, so there's some, but again, if you go online, there's you can read reactions of people said that it was the best ever, they loved it, they knew his songs, and then people who said that they weren't too thrilled.
I didn't love it, it didn't wow me, but I also don't get that upset over a Super Bowl halftime. Some people get way too upset.
That's when I went to the fridge. That's when I went to go eat. That's why I missed it.
Over the songs. But this is kind of cool. Last year's Eagles lineman Lane Johnson promised beer for everyone in Philly if they won the big game. And as you know by now, they did win. And Bud Light has decided to step in and pick up the tab. The company released this scroll, which reads in part, hear ye, citizens of Philadelphia. The Eagles hath flown, and your triumph in battle hath inspired the king to make good on his promise. During the great victory parade, Bud Light shall floweth in the taverns along the parade trail. That's awesome. That's good stuff. Bud Light will be free on the parade trail, so more of what you saw last night. Hopefully they don't flip the parade floats over.
Right. Yeah, please don't do that. That's
in case you're wondering, the free beer offer is only for Eagles fans who are 21 and older and will be given out at bars all along the parade.